Go.
Right guys, welcome to this class. I'm Mr. Amos and I'll be teaching you today about the 4 types of abuse. Now I'm going to start by asking you, do you know the 4 types of abuse? Anyone? Just name one.
Sexual.
Yes mate, that's one. Anyone else?
Emotional.
Yes, that's 2.
Physical.
Yep, and there's one more.
Verbal.
No,
No.
that falls under emotional.
There you go.
But there's another one. Can anyone get it? It's neglect. Okay, so you've got physical, sexual, emotional, and neglect. And today in this lesson, we'll be focusing on all those 4. Okay, so we'll start with physical. Can anyone tell me what's an example of physical abuse?
Getting punched in the face.
Yes, anyone else? Lizzie?
Hitting someone.
Yep.
Kicking. Speaking.
Emily?
Kicking.
Kicking, yep.
So any type of physical contact
Yes,
that is unwanted or
exactly.
unnecessary.
That's what I'm lucky. So here we've got written punching, kicking, biting, and burning, etc. Alright, now there's more physical abuse, and that also includes poisoning. So if you poison your kid, that counts as physical abuse. Giving your kid, underage kid, alcohol or drugs, that falls under physical abuse. Also, when a carer fabricates the symptoms of illness. Now, can anyone here tell me what fabricates means?
Makes up.
Spot on, Michael. It's where someone invents to deceive. So, say if a mother has their kid sick, they invent or come up with something that makes their kid feel better, but it's not really. It's just like deception. So that's fabricates. And there's also unborn child can get physical abuse. Say if a couple is having an argument and there's punching, kicking, scratching, and the woman's pregnant, she can also hurt the baby. Alright, we'll move on to emotional abuse. Can anyone give me an example of emotional abuse?
Getting yelled at.
Yes.
Form of bullying.
Bullying, yes. Mikey, Emily?
Would be tough one. I'm thinking because you got the emotion bullying, but
Caleb?
Wouldn't it be any state where your emotions are being damaged or being harmed?
Exactly. So like you're a very emotional person. You'll get emotionally abused very easily because your emotions come up easy. Where if you're not as emotional, you won't get emotionally abused as easy. So things such as verbal threats, criticism. Say if you're playing sport like rugby, and you come off the field, you expect positive encouragement from your coach, but your coach is just always negative at you about all the bad things you've done. You're going to get emotionally abused. Like you're going to go out there thinking, oh, I'm not going to do anything right because your coach is not giving you any positive feedback. And also lack of love. So from like your parents, if they don't show you any love or anything, you might feel unwanted. If it's telling people that they're worthless and not valued, that also comes under emotional abuse. What about this one in schoolyard? We're all playing handball, and there's always that one kid that wants to play, but you don't let him play, and he always feels left out. That comes under emotional abuse. And also cyberbullying. So cyberbullying is a very, very huge impact of bullying. So yeah, easy way to bully people is cyberbullying. Alright, we'll go to sexual abuse now. Emily, what's an example of sexual abuse?
Rape.
Yes, good answer. Anyone else? Like to weigh in?
Unwanted touching.
Yes. Stuff like that. Yep, so some examples we've got here are forcing or enticing a child or young person to take part in any sexual activities that include penetrative sex, oral sex, masturbation, kissing, rubbing, touching, etc.
would grooming come under sexual assault as well?
Big mate, you're pushing it. I'm just about to get there, mate. But Mick's already mentioned it, grooming. Can you elaborate, Mick?
So that's when someone who's over the age of 16 or preferably over the age of 18 attempts to persuade a person under the age of 16 to exchange in sexual activities. So I guess it would start off with gifts from the person over 18 to the person under 16, and then that would then be asked for exchange of like pictures and then
Is that grooming,
so
mate?
forth.
Or is that sex?
That's
It comes under grooming. It's kind of like when overage person who's legal is taking up a unlegal person and like grooming them to thinking they're a younger person.
Oh.
So like written here, it's like when someone's on like a social media site like Facebook or something, they're acting as like a secret identity to groom this girl, like into meeting them at a local place, and then when they meet up, you know, just unwanting touching, the rape, the abuse, just stuff like that. And up to the final one, neglect. Can anyone tell me what neglect means? What's up?
Not acting to your duty of care.
Exactly. Like parents, if they have kids, they have a duty of care to look after them, to provide. So it says here, persistent failure to meet a child's basic physical and psychological needs, resulting in an impairment of their development. So as a parent, it's got your job to bring up your kid in the right way. Neglecting them will force them to, become, like, as it says here, to drugs and alcohol, emotionally, like they'll get into the bad side of life. So it's really up to those parents to nail down the to not neglect. Yeah.
You can be neglected in other areas of life as well, though.
Yeah.
Not just
neglect,
Yeah.
like malnutrition.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah. Exactly. So it says like fail to provide food. So if you can't provide food, clothing, shelter, like just stuff like that, becomes under neglect. And
So
yeah.
if you're homeless, does that make you neglecting a child?
That's a big question.
No. I don't see that. If you're homeless, you can't really provide.
Provide for children.
Yeah, so I don't see how you can neglect.
But you wouldn't keep,
not getting
if you're
neglected.
homeless, you wouldn't keep a child. You give it to a better home.
Yeah, good question. So yeah, that basically sums up the 4 types of abuse. Now we'll just quickly run over them.
Physical.
Neglect. Emotional.
Sexual.
Well done. So is there any questions?
Are they the 4 main types or the 4 you've chosen?
There's just 4, at the research I've done, there's 4, just those 4, and like different examples come under just one of those because they basically just cover all the aspects of abuse.
Do you find that there's a lot of crossover into the different types of abuse? Like
Yeah, well, like you look at emotional and sexual. If someone sexually abuses you, of course you're gonna like that affects your emotions as well.
And you can feel neglected from it as
Exactly,
well.
like it all like they all relate in some way. Like it's not if one type of abuse doesn't just come under one category, it can come under all 4. So it just crosses over. Yeah. Any other questions?
did you like in your research? Did you put any case studies or anything like? You find personal experiences and sort of mixing that?
Well, yeah. Well, it kind of depends on the person. Like abuse is a very emotional topic to talk about. So people don't often talk about their experiences because it's very personal. But like there are case studies about people getting abused because people aren't afraid to come out, like voice their opinions and stuff like that.
Going on from that, what would be your advice to someone that was getting bullied, like over?
Well, there's always help out there for someone. There's you're never alone. There's always people willing to help. Always. So you got family, you got friends, school teachers, you got counsellors. There's help out there. You just got to look, and but you're never alone. So yeah.